Hello guys and welcome to my channel. This is one of the video of the series of video guys that I am doing for the aerial photography. In this series guys, I am going to create an FPV drone right from the scratch. So in this video guys, I will be doing a quick unboxing of this iFlight Titan XL5 drone frame, and I will be doing a quick assembly of this frame as well guys. So ensure that guys you watch this video till the end so that you do not miss out on any important information or instructions that I have to share. So before we move further guys, if you are new to my channel and not yet subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and click that bell notification icon so that you get the notifications from my new videos. Let's get started. So guys, as usual, let's get started with the unboxing. Before we move with the unboxing guys, let us see what are the information or instructions that are present on the top of the box. As you can see guys, this drone frame is made by iFlight. This is one of the reputed company in the area of drone, and it also makes the flight controllers and everything guys. So guys, I have chosen this iFlight Titan XL5 drone frame. This is a carbon fiber made frame along with some of the components which are custom made for you to be able to make your drone assembly more comfortable so that you can mount all the components. So this is one of the larger frame guys that I have chosen so that I can put as many components as I want so as to be able to have maximum functionality possible. This is the frame for the FPV drone. You can visit the website of iFlight on www.iflight-rc.com. So this is all the information that you have on the top of the box. Let us open the box and see the contents inside. Once you first open the box guys, you have this instruction manual guys. This comes with the assembly instruction on how to assemble this drone frame from the scratch. So this is what I'm going to do on this video guys as well. So if it is very complicated for you guys, don't worry, I'm going to tell you each and every components how to assemble and how to fix on each other. So don't worry about this complicated diagram. I will keep this frame assembly guide aside for now. Next thing that you get inside is some of the stickers or branding stickers that it came with so as to make your drone look nice and attractive. So this is also some of the nice thing that it comes with. I will keep the stickers aside as well. So here are the main components of the drone frame that it came with. So guys, I'm going to show all of these in detail, but let us see what are the important components that it came with before. So this is some of the screws that came along with this. This is your antenna mount that it came with. This is the frame or guard for the motor propeller. This is your assembly for your front camera. This is the assembly for installing the GPS. This is your drone frame, main frame itself. These are some of the pads to install the batteries. This is for your cabling alignment guys. So this is also something nice that it came with. And these are the belts guys for holding some of the loose components like batteries and everything on the top of your drone frame. So this is all the components that came inside this box guys. I will keep the box aside for now and let us see the components one by one. Now guys, let us start with the main body. So these are the components of the main body assembly. Let us open the package and see inside. So these main body guys, as you can see, is all made up of carbon fiber. So this is pretty sturdy and pretty strong. At the same time guys, these are very lightweight so that it does not add too much weight to your drone assembly. So this is also something really nice. So guys, now let us quickly see how it is being assembled. As you can see guys, this is the base plate of the frame. So this gives the main body or the structure to the drone. This is the place on which you place all the components. Here you can see there is an X mark, and then there is a cut here on the back and here on the front. So this is the front side guys, and this is the back side of the drone, and this is the place where your hands of the drone or quadcopter goes, where all your motors will be placed. As you can see guys, there are M.2 screws. You can see the smaller holes. This is M2 screws, and the larger holes are M3 screws. You can see in the center you have M.3 and M.2 holes as well. So this drone frame is capable of taking both M.2 and M.3 screws or compatible drone controllers, which you can place on this So guys, as per the drone controller goes, I have already chosen my drone controller. It will be shown in the future videos, guys. So ensure that guys you are tuned to my channel and subscribe so that you do not miss out on my future videos on those drone controllers and assembly. Now let us move forward, guys. This is the X plate that came along with this one, guys. As you can see, guys, these holes are little bit raised on the top, guys. So this is the side which is going to be on the top and placed like this over this frame. So as you can see, guys, the base plate is not marked with the front and the back side, guys. So ensure that whenever you place this X, this notch of the holes, it stays inside the frame. So this is how you will know which side of the frame you are going to use on the back plate. So this is how it is going to be assembled, but of course not directly. You will be putting the hands of the drone first, and this is going to be placed on top of it so as to keep it sturdy at its place. This is the top side place, guys. As you can see, it has been marked with the iFlight branding, so that this is how it is going to be installed. So this will go like this, guys, on top of this X frame, so that this notch is there in the front side. This is where your camera will go. On the back side you will have GPS and your antenna, and all of the other components can be placed inside or top or at the bottom of the drone frame. So this is how it is going to be assembled. As you can see, guys, there are 4 hands that came along with this one, guys. So as you can see, this is the X frame that was marked. So if you remove the X, you will know how it is going to be assembled. So this is going to be assembled like this, so that this hole matches with the hole at the bottom, and this hole matches with the top side hole, and this is how it is going to be assembled. So this is how it is. So let us put it like this. So here you can see this is going to be like this and like this. So guys, this is how it is going to be assembled on the top side of the base frame, so that all your X, you can see here, all the ends of this hand of the drone is properly aligned, and it is in X, and it is all matched to stay together, to hold this frame together like this. This is how your base plate comes into the picture. This is how it is going to be placed on top side, so that the notches on the hand matches with the notches on the X, and then these are the screws on which you are going to install the beam, which is going to go and get attached on the top side plate of the frame. This was a quick demo of the assembly, guys. Now let's keep this aside and let us see other parts that it came with. So here you can see, guys, this is the camera frame that it came with. I really like the kind of packaging that they have done. They have logically put all the components inside which are connected and linked to each other, so that you do not mess up on how those components will be assembled. So this is the camera frame front side, guys, that is going to be installed. Here you can see there are green frame that came along with this. This is very compatible with the frame that it came with. So here you can see, guys, this can be placed inside this frame like this. It is just pushed and pop in so that it goes inside. So this is how you are going to prepare the one of the frame, and then you have the another one goes in the similar fashion, guys. So here you can see, you can put it like this. Just by pressing, it gets attached. So this gives a nice look, and then your frame will go like this on the front side, guys. Here you have the 2 holes, as you can see. Before you can install the frame, guys, this is the back side or the front side shock absorbing cover that it came with, so you have to install that too. All you need to do is just place on the back side and push. It properly aligns with the holes as well, so whenever you put the screws, it gets aligned too. The same way in the front, all you have to do is place it like this. So now you know which side is front and which side is back. This is going to be the back side or the bottom side of the frame. This is going to be the top side of the frame, where all your assembly will go. Now let us quickly install the frame as well. So this is how it is going to be. The green side, guys, will go inside. All you need to do is align these 2 notches that is there in these 2 holes and keep it like this, and it automatically snaps inside. Same way here. So these holes, guys, stays in the front side so that your camera can be attached here. So this is why it is given, and you need to place it on the inside part of the frame, and then the same way you have on the top side of this side frame, there is a notch, and then the same notches are there on the top plate of the frame. So whenever you complete the assembly, all you need to do is align the holes and it will stay like this. So this is how it is going to be aligned, but I will remove the top cover as we have to place more things here on the base frame before we can start with the assembly. Now the next thing, guys, that it came along with is the drone arm shock absorbing attachment. So this is the side arm attachment that it will go and push it in like this. So these are going to be attached on the bottom side of this frame that it came with. So ensure that whenever you place, your arm notch is matching so that you cannot place it in a wrong way. This is also a design or mechanical lock. So this is also something really nice, guys, that they have done, so that you know which arm goes at which place and how it is going to be attached on to the bottom side of the frame. Here you can see it aligns with all the 4 holes on the bottom, so that you do not have any problem attaching the drone or FPV motor that you are going to install here. So this we have got 4 in numbers, so we have to do it for all 4 arms that it came with. So you see here, we gently push it and it stays. So whenever you tighten the drone motor here on the top, this attachment also get attached along with it, so it is not loosened or fallen off later whenever your drone is flying. So this is also something really nice, and you have to prepare your drone frame beforehand so that you have all these attachments placed in advance, so that you do not have any problem. Also, guys, it gives a nice look. It has a shiny green color, guys, which is visible from very far, so it also helps you locate the drone in the sky whenever it is flying. So this is also something really nice. Next thing that came along with this one is the GPS module holder, guys. So let's open the GPS module holder and quickly see the attachments. So here you can see, guys, these are the attachments that came along with this. So as you can see, guys, this is the bucket in which you will place your GPS, and you have on the sides there are 2 holes. As you can see, these holes will be matching with the side arm holes. There is one longer one and then a small one that will go here like this, so that it is able to move front and back and align your GPS module so that it is straight and not at any angle, so that you get the GPS reading correctly. So there are 2 arms that came along with this like this, so you can place it here on the sides, and then you can see there is a bottom plate that came along with this. It has one larger hole and a smaller hole that will go here, guys. Or at the bottom you can see there is a smaller hole and a larger hole. You have to place it at the bottom like this, so that both your arms are held on this carbon fiber base plate like this, and then you put the GPS holder in the center here. And this GPS holder will be placed on the back side of the drone. So this is your back side. You place your carbon fiber at the bottom. Here you can see there are 2 holes in the end. That is how your larger holes will be aligned. And then you place 2 arms here and the GPS module in the center, just like this. So the next thing that it came with is the antenna holder for your RF module or your video transmitter that you want to place. So here let's open this and see. So it came with the GPS antenna holder. You can see one of the bigger holes here, and there are 2 side smaller holes here, guys. I don't know if it is visible. You can see the notch. So here you can have an RF or your antenna for the remote control, or in the center you can have an antenna for the video transmitter. So this holds all 3 antennas at the same time. And it came along with some of the spacer and the screw holder. So whenever you have your antenna for the video transmission, you can use this small screw so as to tighten it up from the back, so that your antenna will be visible from the front or outside, and this will hold your antenna at its place here on this antenna holder. So there are 2 spacers that came along with this one, guys. Is that to use this one is going to be over and above the GPS module. You will see you have to place this spacer like this on the top, and on this spacer guys, you will be putting in your antenna holder like this on the top here, and your spacer will go here on the holes that is there in the front, these two big holes that you see guys. So basically guys, your antenna holder will be there very near to your top plate like this, and then it goes on the top here once you place like this, and your spacer will be between your GPS holder and your antenna holder. So guys, I will be assembling this quickly here in a minute so that you will be able to see all of this assembly completed. This is just to give you guys an overview on how things will be assembled. There are two padding that came so that you can place some of the components on the top and some of the components on the bottom. So here on the top you can have this padding on the top, which can be stick like this so that your notch here on the padding matches with the screw that you have here on the top, so you would not disrupt the screw placing here on the top side of the frame, so that whenever you want to deassemble it is quickly accessible. Similarly guys, you can use the second padding here on the top side of the frame or at the bottom side of the frame, depending upon the attachment that you are going to attach or where you want to place the battery or any component that you want to have the spacing or the rubber padding. So you can use this rubber padding so as to attach at the bottom or on the top side of the base plate. Now there is one last component that came along with this, is the wiring organizer. So this is a small pipe holes that came along with this one. These are the plastic holes. You can see here there is a spacing in the inside, and then there is a DST at the back that will help you move the wires from the motors on directly to the motor control unit or MCUs that you are going to install on this drone frame. So guys, this is also something really nice which is included within this drone frame assembly. The last thing that is there in this box is the belts guys. This is Velcro belts. As you can see, one is larger and one is smaller. So depending upon the need guys, you can use this Velcro belts so as to attach your battery onto your drone frame tightly so that it does not fall off. As you know guys, battery will not be screwed directly here on the top side of the frame. It is just going to be placed, but these belts helps to hold the battery onto the top of the drone frame. So this is just the overview on how I'm going to assemble this drone frame. Let us quickly now assemble the drone frame and see how does it look like. So guys, now let us start with assembling the hands of the quadcopter onto this base plate. You'll be using this X so as to tighten this up. These are the 4 arms that we assembled. This is the base plate, and this is M312 screws that came along with this one. So we are going to use this M312 screws, 8 pieces, to be able to attach all this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 holes on this X so as to be able to attach this arms onto this base plates. Now let us quickly do that. As you know guys, these came with the screws along with this one here in this box as well guys, so you don't have to worry about the screw guys, but you need a screwdriver like this so as to be able to attach this hex screws onto this base plate. So you need a matching hex screwdriver so as to be able to tighten them up. So you see guys, these raised holes are the nuts which are directly tightened up onto this base plate, so you don't need a nut in front of this screw. This will directly match with this hole and this tighten this up here on this plate itself guys. So this is really well thought design guys that they have made. So now let us quickly put in the screws here in the base plate, and then let's put all the 4 arms and quickly screw them up. So to do that, let's insert the screws from the bottom and quickly attach them like this here on these 4 holes that you have. So although it says it has 8 screws, they have given 1 extra. This is also something really nice guys, so that whenever you lose or you damage one of the screw, you have 1 extra left. So this is something really nice guys. So as you can see guys, I have put all the 8 screws here at the back. Now let us turn the frame here and attach all the drone arms quickly. So here you can see this drone arm goes like this. The hole matches in the front like this, and the second one like this, so that it stays at its place. So you quickly push them if they fall back like this. You can see these 2 are properly aligned, and it will have the same fashion on all other 4 sides. I will quickly place them. So this is how all your 4 screws look like guys. Now quickly push the X on top of it so that the screws does not keep losing like this, and put the X. Ensure that guys the raised side is on the top side so that you do not miss on any wrong alignment. So let's place it here on the top quickly like this, and then from the back side let's tighten all the screws up quickly. This will hold the arms in the place and they will not move. So ensure that you are tightening them up nicely, but not too tight guys, otherwise it will damage the screws and the nuts, and whenever you want to service this one you will have problem. So let's tighten them enough but not too much. So you see guys, all the 4 screws are now tightened up. Here the frame is little raised as well, as you can see guys, and then all your 4 arms are now tight and it is not moving. So this is also something really nice that they have done, the mechanical lock. Now let us assemble the accessories that we can place it here on the back side so that we can assemble other things. To do that guys, first we need to assemble the GPS module. To start with the GPS assembly guys, you need the GPS holder box. These are the 2 arms, this is the base plate, and these are the 2 M.2 rods that came along with this in the screw box guys. So this is what you are going to use. Now let us quickly assemble the arms. So you can see there are 4 holes, there are 2 holes on this side and there are 2 holes on this side basically. So you just push this arms onto this hole so that it stays inside like this exactly, so that it is not missed or coming out on the either side of the GPS holder box guys, so as to be able to screw them up. So you can see guys like this, both the arms goes inside and you have 2 arms rod here on the bottom visible. On the sides now guys, these holes have now become M.2 holes, so you need M.2 screws that came along with this one so as to tighten them up, and these 2 holes will be screwed on to these 1 hole and 1 longer hole. This is going to be little loosened guys, so as to be able to move your GPS holder box. As you can see guys, in the box as well you have a little notch here. This is for the wiring guys, so ensure that this is facing towards the drone body and the ones which is closed is facing away from the drone body. So this is how you're going to install. And here you guys on the arm you can see one is the flat side and one on which you have some top up and down surface. So flat side is going to be the bottom side of your drone, so your drone assembly. So this is how you're going to install the drone arm onto this GPS holder. So now let us tighten them up quickly. Let's put the screws inside. First the smaller one, so you need to quickly tighten them up like this. Let's put the second one here so as to align with the hole, and then tighten them up. I will do the same thing on the other side. So this is how it is going to be. Now let us align this base plate as well like this. So guys, to attach the base plate onto this GPS holder here at the bottom guys, there you can see there are 2 small M.2 holes that I'm going to align with this M.2 holes here in the carbon fiber plate, and using this M.2 5 screws I am going to tighten them up. Ensure that guys the notch here of the circle is bent on towards the inside. This is how you need to install the arms onto this GPS module guys. So here you can see guys there are 4 screws that have been given along with this one. 2 is for mounting this base plate and 2 is for the camera mount. So I'll be using only 2 screws as of now so as to attach this here. So like this, just quickly put it onto the holes and then place it on top of the base plate, align the holes and tighten them up quickly. So now that it is aligned, I will tighten them up all to the way to the bottom. Like this. So now your GPS module is ready to be installed onto the main body. Before we can start with the main body installation of the component, guys, what we need to do is install few more things here onto the main frame. These are some of the spacers that you want to install. Here on the front side you see there are longer spacer and there are few smaller spacers like this, guys. So smaller spacers will go here onto the 4 holes that you have like this. These are the 4 that it will go, and then on the 4 sides as well, and then here and onto the front and onto the back you will have the spacers, the longer ones. That is also 4 in numbers, guys, that you have to install so that it is properly spaced, and then you will be placing the top side bracket so as to close the body. So let's do that quickly. Let's first install the longer ones. So you can see the holes here are M3 holes, so you'll be using the M3 screws that came along with this one. So here you have some M3 12 pieces screws that you're going to use for installing this spacers. Install the front side first, as it is least complicated. So all you need to do is place the spacer like this and screw them from the bottom. Now let's go and install this quickly. All you need to do is simple. You need to push the screws from the bottom like this, tighten them up a little bit so that it goes at the bottom properly from this front view as well. So let's push this quickly like this so that it is all the way through inside. Now from the top, all you need to do is place the spacer on top of the screw and tighten them up a little bit from the top so that it holds. From the bottom, just hold the screw like this and then tighten them up a little bit like this, and then from the back go back and tighten them up properly. Just hold the spacer at its place so that it does not move, and then tighten them up from the bottom. On the back side, guys, before you can install this spacer here, guys, or that you have already made the GPS holder, guys, you need to push these spacers first onto this hole so that it came all the way back on the bottom, and then start installing. So you have to do this like this. Just push them through so that it came out at the bottom. You can see, just level them up so that it is not too much outside. It is there on the surface. Same thing on the other side. You have to push it all the way through and ensure that it is not too much outside on the back. So here you have already done this. Next thing that you need to do is push in the spacers that came along with the antenna holder like this so that you have enough space, and then you have the antenna holder as well, guys, that you need to push on the top of this one. It has to be on the other way around, as it is going on the back side, guys. So this is how it is going to be installed, guys. So now that you have properly aligned like this, you can see this is going on to the other side, and this is the notches of the GPS is inside. This is how it is going to be installed on the back side of your drone, guys, as your GPS module is going to be floated outside and your antenna is going to be on the top. So this is how you're going to install. Let's do that quickly. So let's put the screws just as before. Push the second one here, push it. This time just place it onto the top and then tighten them up from the back side so that it holds the screw. So now your back side 4 mounts are properly aligned. So this is your GPS holder now properly installed. Now let's install the 4 inside ones. Let's install this quickly using the M.3 screws. The M.3 screws that you're going to use here is going to be M314 screws that came along with this one. So I'm going to use M314 screws just to quickly install them. So as you can see, guys, you need 4. They have given 5. So this is also something nice, guys, that they always give an extra. So same thing that you have to do, guys. Push the screws from the back and then install the heads. So these are the places from where you need to push this. You can see all 4 screws are raised now. All you need to do is tighten these spacers onto the top one by one. So you can see, guys, these all 4 screws are there. Let's tighten them up quickly from the bottom. So hold one by one and then give it a quick nudge so that they are tight and not moving. So here you can see guys, all four of the spacers here at the center, 2 at the back and 2 in the front are now properly installed. So guys, before we finish with the assembly guys, as you can see there are 4 screws at the center guys. Since I have a flight controller that uses M.2 screws guys, I have not used the larger screws here on the 4 screw guys. As you know, if you have a 30 mm flight controller, so you need to use the larger screws, these ones that came along with this one, so that you have the screws coming outside these holes, so that you can place your ESCs and your flight controller, your video controller on top of this one, so as to be able to use. So this is it guys, this is how you install your 30 mm flight controller. If you have M.2 screws flight controller like I have, which I'm going to show in my future videos, I will be using these M.2 screws, which is why I have not used the larger screws that came along with this one guys. So I will keep this aside guys for now, and let us finish with the assembly. Before we can finish with the assembly guys, you need to push the spacers here that came along with this one for the antenna holder like this, and place the antenna holder so that your antenna holder is facing at the back. And this is your wire assembly guys for the antennas that will come from here, the wires, and your RC antennas will come out of this, and your video antenna will come out of this one. So ensure that guys you align all those things properly. So I have put the antenna holder guys. Next thing that you need to put the camera holder guys. So here on the front side guys, you have 2 notches here on both sides. You will be using this camera holder guys. As you can see, there are few holes that are there for the camera holding guys that need to be facing front like this, and this green part which gives the friction to the camera guys needs to be placed inside. So this is how you need to install, so that your screw to hold the camera stays on the front side and your green part is inside. Let's do the same thing here on the other side as well. Let's place it like this, and then quickly let's put the top side cover that came along with this one. So as you know guys, this is the front side guys that will align with the camera holder notches first on both sides. Once it is aligned guys, all you need to do is, using M.3 screws, you need to tighten them up using the spacers that you have installed before. So this is here going from the top. Let's tighten this up. You need to put 8 screws here on the top so that the frame holds. So as you can see guys, this is very sturdy build and very easy to build this drone frame very quickly and self-explanatory. It has space for everything that you need to install, and it also has the diversity to take M.3 screws for the flight controller or M.2 screws depending upon the type of flight controller that you have, so that it has ability to cope up with all the design requirements or the type of drone that you want to build. It has everything that you need. So which is why guys, I chose this drone frame, so that I will be able to experiment with a lot of other things that I wanted to do, and maybe use some autonomous flying and everything, so that I have enough space on this drone frame so that I can place all the components. So this is also something really nice guys, and really thoughtful, that you have to be beforehand, so that you do have enough spaces for your future design requirements as well. So ensure that guys you select the drone frame according to your need, or like me, to be very future proof, to be able to use the same drone frame for your future experiments as well guys. So here you can see guys, I have already installed all the 8 screws that came along with this one. So my drone frame is more or less complete and ready to install all the component guys. So guys, this is how you completely assemble the drone frame. I have finished with the drone frame installation guys. All that is left as of now is installing few of the accessories that came along with this one. Is your rubber padding that came along with this, and there are some of the cable handling or cable management system that came along with this one for the motors that you want to use with DSCs that can stick here on the arms of the drone flight, so that you can manage the cables, and then some of the belts to hold the battery here onto the top wherever you want to place the battery and everything. So this will hold everything in one place using this velcro belt that came along with this one. So guys, I'll be doing step-by-step installation of each of the component and explaining in detail each of the component at the time of installation itself, guys. So ensure that you stay tuned to my channel so that you do not miss out on those videos. So this is it, guys. This concludes the unboxing and assembly of this iFlight Titan XL5 drone frame. I hope you guys like this video. If you guys like this video, please do not forget to hit that like button. If you have any questions or comment, please leave them in the comment section below. I will try and answer as soon as possible. If you are new to my channel and not yet subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and click that bell notification icon so that you get the notifications for all my new videos. Thank you guys, thanks for watching, and clear skies.